Hello, THWAC community. This is Rohini Kasturi, Chief Product Officer at SolarWinds. I'm super honored and excited to be talking to you all today. This community is especially very near and dear to my heart for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, for a good part of my career, I've been an engineer writing code, developing products that catered IT organizations, large enterprises, mid-market segments. And second, when I was growing that as an engineer, I always wondered, how are my products getting used in the production? How do IT professionals use the products? How do DevOps leaders use the products? How do director of IT and infrastructure leaders use the products? That's what fascinated me. And around 2012, 2013, I spent a significant amount of time with web-scale companies trying to understand how do the IT operations leaders, DevOps leaders, director of IT and above, take the products, deploy the products, deploying applications, deploying infrastructure. How do they do automation? How do they monitor and manage applications across their entire IT organization is something that I have learned closely to really appreciate the life of an IT professional, a DevOps professional. So again, I really appreciate all the work you guys do on a day-to-day basis. At SolarWinds, we are committed to bringing excellence and bringing the best-in-class products to you all, which means great quality, great security, great capabilities, and right and relevant products for you to help in your day-to-day operations. And this is not just the product organization, but across all the functions at SolarWinds, whether it be customer success, whether it's customer support, product marketing, or documentation, any of the areas we want to bring excellence to you all so that we can be a meaningful part of your day-to-day journey. So thank you again for joining us. And today we're going to touch upon how our SolarWinds portfolio strategy is evolving and how does it relate to customers' evolution in their organizations. We're going to touch upon how is the business model transformation happening at SolarWinds. And we'll also talk about how your success is our success. 2022 is going to be a huge year for the THWAC community. Huge year for IT professionals, DevOps leaders, director of IT, CIOs, and CISOs and CTOs. The reason for that is we are doing a significant transformation on the product portfolio side. We are evolving from point products to a platform strategy. We are introducing our observability offerings, and thereby we are hoping that they will bring meaningful value to your day-to-day lives. So we want you to be part of this journey. We value your feedback, and thank you for being a great community over the last several years. So let's spend a few minutes on how we see customer environments evolving based on hundreds of interactions that we do on a day-to-day basis, and how is our product portfolio evolving as well. First and foremost, as you all know, you guys are in the midst of a cloud transformation. Many companies call it data-driven business transformation, which means they are moving from data centers to hybrid clouds or multi-clouds, wherein their infrastructure, applications, and data are distributed across these clouds. And the complexity is constantly increasing or going through the roof. The complexity is increasing because applications are getting modernized, databases are getting modernized, the applications, infrastructure, and databases are all distributed. There are a lot of new requirements around compliance and governance. There are a lot of security, cloud security requirements that you have to deal with. A lot of it is leading to a complex customer environment, and that's what we want to help solve for our customers. So over the last 10 years, we have introduced many monitoring products into the market. With all your support, we are leaders in network monitoring, infrastructure monitoring, application monitoring, database monitoring, and many other areas. And while that has been a great start for the last several years, with the complex evolution of hybrid and multi-cloud, we feel that we need to evolve our product strategy to simplify your lives even further. And that's why we are embarking on our observability strategy. And in our observability strategy, the goal is to provide you business insights for you to solve the problems easily, quickly, and at scale. And we want to take this foundation of observability into the future of autonomous solutions, because we do have product capabilities around service desk and automation and remediation that we would like to bring in to bring autonomous solutions for our customers. So what does this really mean to all of you? So if you take a typical DevOps leader like any of you or a director of IT, you have business services that are external facing, customer facing, or you have business services that are internal facing, like an engineering service or a help desk service, and so on. So at the end of the day, you care about how is my service running, is it available all the time or not? You care about the security of the service, you care about the availability of the service, you care about the cost of the service, and ideally you want to even predict how the service is behaving. In the typical world of monitoring, you are looking at logs, metrics, traces from various point products. You're looking at logs and metrics from our network monitoring products, infrastructure products, server monitoring products, application performance monitoring products to really understand how is the IT organization performing, how are the businesses services performing, and so on. And this is a very manual process, as we all understand, right? In the world of observability, instead of you monitoring all of these manually, we want to start providing you health scores. We want to start telling you the health of an IT organization in a fully automated way so that you are able to scale the organization better and you are able to solve the challenges in a much faster, cheaper, and a scalable way. And as we get into the future, we want to simplify your lives even further with autonomous solutions. What we mean by that is, if you have a set of infrastructure, application services spread across multiple clouds, what we want you to define is business workflows and tell us that these are my business requirements, these are the business services distributed across clouds, these are my constraints, and we want to be able to do the rest for you, which means we want to detect these services, we want to monitor them, we want to determine insights or observe it, we want to start giving health scores. But once we root cause where the problem is, we want to be able to start taking automated actions to actually help alleviate the issues so that your life can be much more simplified. So this is how we see your environment evolving over the next few years and your complexity going through the roof, and how the SolarWinds portfolio can significantly improve the lives of you all and our customers as well. But with that said, we'll always love to hear from you on how you are seeing the challenges and what are the important things for you so that we can adopt our portfolio strategy accordingly. So now, before we dive into the product strategy or the overall portfolio strategy, I want to spend a couple of minutes touching upon the difference between monitoring versus observability. In the world of monitoring, there is an expectation that the administrator is looking at logs, metrics, traces, or whatever information they have available from various point products. They are looking at it, but they are doing the right automation to actually put the puzzle together to really determine how the IT organization is performing, how a business service is performing, and that's the world of monitoring. In the world of observability, it's about we giving the insights to customers and telling them that, hey, we have calculated a health score for your business service, and based on the last 7 days of performance, your business service score is 99.9. But if you have an expectation of 99.999 SLA, then we can point you to the anomalies, and that's what observability is about. It's about not just monitoring, but start giving you insights by leveraging capabilities like automation and AI ops into the platform so that you can quickly look at the health scores of business services and an IT organization and quickly understand what problems to solve and how to remediate those issues quickly. So that's the major difference between monitoring and observability. And now that we have talked about monitoring versus observability, we're going to touch upon our portfolio strategy. So a quick update on our portfolio strategy. We are evolving from point products to a observability platform offering. We're going to talk about the details in a second. We're also simplifying the pricing model, business model, because the world is moving from a perpetual to subscription model because we want to demonstrate value to customers on a constant basis. Customers are demanding it. So we are evolving our business models as well. And as you know, with many of our products, we have various types of licensing today. We do node-based licensing, application-based licensing, server-based licensing. We do have many types of licensing. We're streamlining all of that into a node-based licensing so that your purchasing experience can be simplified, your day-to-day experience can be simplified. That's one thing that we're doing. And the third aspect really is the customer and the user experience evolution. So that's what we are evolving as well by making sure we have an integrated experience with the billing systems and end-to-end customer journey. So customers have a seamless end-to-end customer experience. So that's what we are working on from a customer experience. User experience is modernizing the user experience, providing you APIs for automation so that you can plug in any custom services you have into the observability solutions we are offering for you to have a much more custom and automated experience. Anyway, those are the three elements of our strategy that we've been evolving over the last several months, and we plan to launch several offerings this year. Again, the strategy is evolving across the product dimension, the business model dimension, the customer experience, and the user experience dimension. So those are the three elements of our overall portfolio strategy. And with that, I'm going to spend a few more minutes on the offering strategy itself in more detail. So product offerings. As you know, we have 50 plus products today. We have products in network monitoring, infrastructure monitoring, application performance monitoring, database monitoring. We have a service desk portfolio in the ITSM space. We do have several products today. And what we're doing is we're evolving that into a SolarWinds hybrid cloud platform. So this platform is like a single installer for you to install it on either on a private cloud or on a public cloud of your choice, which will be available for you to consume in terms of tiers, which means that based on the capabilities you want to consume, you buy the appropriate tier. It could be an essentials tier or an advanced tier or a premier tier. That's how we would give you the platform. So that's one part of our strategy. And the second part of our strategy is really the SolarWinds as a service platform ecosystem. And this is a completely cloud native platform that we're building ground up based on latest and greatest technologies like Kubernetes and serverless and so on. So this is a cloud native platform that will be available through hyperscalers, wherein you log into the service, you subscribe to the service, but you get full stack observability capabilities. You not only get monitoring capabilities, but you also get observability capabilities. What I mean by that is you can do network monitoring, app monitoring, infrastructure monitoring, database monitoring, or you are able to define observability use cases that span across these to manage business services on a day-to-day basis. So that's a new offering that we plan to launch as well. So those are the two platforms that will become the foundation for us going forward, irrespective of whether you want to still use an a la carte product to do network performance monitoring or virtual monitoring, application monitoring as well, or you want to consume a lot more capabilities easily. We're simplifying all of that into a common platform, single image, single installer. That will drastically simplify customers' lives. And last but not the least, we have something called the cloud connected capabilities. So what cloud connected capabilities help you with is it helps you seamlessly extend your on-premises platform or the hybrid cloud platform into as a service platform so that you can add on more capabilities that are available on the service as a service very quickly. You will be able to push data from the hybrid cloud platform into the cloud so that you not only get to do telemetry, but you're able to solve AI ops use cases like event correlation, anomaly detection, and so on the cloud. But most importantly, you'll start managing things from the cloud, like monitoring dashboards, reporting, and so on will be available from the cloud. So that makes it much more easier for customers. And that also brings our portfolio together from an offering structure, which means the hybrid cloud platform becomes a seamless extension to the SaaS platform. So that's kind of our offering strategy in a nutshell. And I'll spend a couple minutes talking about each of the offerings in detail. The SolarWinds hybrid cloud platform, like I mentioned, is meant for all of you as existing customers, for you to upgrade your existing Orion platform into this SolarWinds hybrid cloud platform. We enable migration so that you can upgrade from an a la carte Orion platform to the SolarWinds Hybrid Cloud Platform tier. You can install it on a private cloud, or you can install it on a public cloud of your choice. And the way this platform works is we do have a unified agent that collects data from networks, infrastructures, applications, and so on. We bring all the data into a common platform. That is where we have a rich data model, data architecture, and we have applications built on top of it that are not only doing monitoring but solving observability use cases. In essence, we monitor the data, we give you insights so that we can solve business use cases very quickly. So that's our hybrid cloud platform in a nutshell. And to go to the SolarWinds as a service platform, again here we leverage the same unified agent we have, where we are collecting data from network devices, infrastructure devices, applications, databases, cloud services, and so on. All of this, the data that we collect is pushed to a SaaS platform. So this is a ground-up built data platform that we are creating, wherein we have rich data models, data architectures, where we are not only able to collect the data, but now we start correlating all the data. We are able to correlate how a business service is performing. We are able to define how the service topology of a service is, and so on, so that we can start giving you insights and recommendations and predictions on how an IT organization is performing, how business services are performing, and so on. So this is a cloud-native offering, will be available through hyperscalers like AWS and Azure. So that's the second part of our offering. And like I mentioned, there are these cloud-connected capabilities embedded into both the SolarWinds Hybrid Cloud Platform as well as the SolarWinds as a Service Platform. So that makes the offerings much more easier to manage, which means that you are able to push the data from on-prem to SaaS, and you're able to augment the capabilities. For example, if you're an existing customer wanting to consume the essentials tier of the SolarWinds Hybrid Cloud Platform that contains a lot of network monitoring and infrastructure monitoring capabilities and observability capabilities. But now if you want to add application performance monitoring capabilities and observability capabilities on the cloud, you can add it quickly, and these two platforms augment each other nicely and with our cloud connected capabilities. And I'm going to touch upon the details shortly. So again, as you have noticed, the offerings, they are suited for your customer evolution, for your cloud evolution, whether it be hybrid cloud or multi-cloud. It's suitable for DevOps leaders, IT professionals, director of IT and above, for them to have a holistic view of the organization, for them to get a 360 view of how best to monitor, observe, and manage a complete organization. So that's what we are doing, and those are the benefits in a nutshell about the overall observability offerings, which will bring you significant total cost of reduction, will bring you a great ROI, which will bring you the speed, scale, and economics for your entire organization. Now, we're going to briefly touch upon the offerings themselves. Like I mentioned earlier, we are launching the SolarWinds Hybrid Cloud Platform very shortly. So we're going to start off introducing two tiers to our customers, the Essentials tier and the Advanced tier. Each of them will present different capabilities. Of course, the higher tier you are in, you can get more capabilities. But with that said, there is also something called an enterprise scale that we are going to support, which means that irrespective of your tier, whether you're an enterprise tier or an advanced tier, you can, depending on the scale of the organization, you can also subscribe for the right amount of scale so that we can appropriately scale and meet the demands of your organization. So that's about the business model and the offering itself. So the last but not the least, here is a good customer case study from a large provider. Many of the companies have tool sprawls. They're looking for better visibility, single pane of glass across the organization, especially their applications, infrastructure, and data are distributed across clouds. So we spend a lot of time with this customer talking through how we can reduce their tool sprawl, how we can bring better visibility, better observability, better monitoring into their organization. How do we simplify this through a unique offering? And that's where we positioned our SolarWinds hybrid cloud platform offering. And we have a early win there through our early adopter program. So the customer is buying our SolarWinds hybrid cloud platform with the Observability Advanced Essentials editions with the enterprise scale to really manage their entire organization. So this is giving them a significant total cost of reduction. This is giving them significant ROI. Their IT professionals are able to do things faster, cheaper, better. At the same time, giving them the cloud monitoring and native experience as well. So that's a quick summary of a customer case study. And the most important thing is I want you to all reflect on is where are you with your transformation? You might all be in a different phase of your transformation. You might be on a hybrid cloud journey or a multi-cloud journey, and you have systems, applications, data centers distributed across clouds. What's your data center strategy? What is your cloud strategy? Is very important for you to reflect on. And the other key takeaway is we want to meet you where you are, which means that if you're a customer in a data center world evolving to hybrid or multi-cloud, we want to take you on this journey. We want to make that experience seamless. If you are a customer already on a multi-cloud path looking for a cloud-native experience, we want to take you on that journey. We want to evolve with you to further make the offerings richer and unique in the market. So that's our commitment to you. We want to meet you where you are, and we want to take you on this journey to hybrid and multi-clouds. And please share our feedback regarding our offerings, regarding your journey, and how best we can adopt our offerings to meet your demands on a day-to-day basis. So last but not the least, your success is our success. Most importantly, as I touched upon early on in my presentation, this team, the TWAC community, is very near and dear to me. I really love what you do on a day-to-day basis. And this year is going to be a huge year for the TWAC community, for the DevOps leaders, for the SecOps leaders, for the IT professionals, for the IT leaders as well. So we want to help you on this cloud journey. We want to help you on this monitoring and observability journey. And most importantly, we not only want to meet you where you are today with whether you are on-prem, evolving to cloud, or whether you are already on a cloud and want to further accelerate your cloud journey. We not only want to meet you, but we want to be a critical part of your journey, which means we value your input. We want to figure out ways to accelerate your use cases, your needs, your demands, so that your success can be an important part of our success as well. So this is not only the product organization, wherein product marketing, product management, and many of the product leaders are engaging with you, but it's across the company. This is the SolarWinds Academy, customer support, customer success. Everyone in the organization is committed to your success, and we want to ensure that happens with a close engagement and dialogue. And we really appreciate all the support you have provided over the last several years. And thank you once again for being a part of this wonderful TWAC community. And keep your feedback coming. And I look forward to engaging with you all very closely this year.